Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let's dive right into the biggest stories and updates at this hour on Superfast 50. After a decade-long saga, the Supertech Twin Towers in Noida have been demolished, all in a total of about 9 seconds. After years of corruption and a long and winding legal battle on the violation of construction laws, 3,700 kilos of explosives brought down the Twin Towers in a nearly instantaneous spectacle. The wind direction around the Supertech Twin Towers is something the authorities had been keeping an eye on, and a sudden change at a key time has likely made the dust particles from the demolition site drift eastwards towards Greater Noida and Bulandshahr instead of towards Delhi. As per officials, wind direction in the west would have been a more favorable outcome, as it would have taken the dust to an open park instead of the residential parks behind the towers. A total of 7 to 8 ambulances were on standby along with 50 beds at the Felix Hospital. However, while the demolition seems to have gone off as per plan, the health experts have advised the people in the surrounding areas to stay indoors with their doors and windows shut and to wear face masks while stepping out.
एम्बुलेंसेस की पूरी फ्लीट रखी है। 8 से 10 एम्बुलेंसेस इसी एरिया में रहेंगी। वहाँ पे डॉक्टर्स रहेंगे, ड्राइवर्स रहेंगे, पैरामेडिकल स्टाफ रहेगा, ईएमटी रहेंगे, नर्सिंग स्टाफ रहेगा। वो ऑलरेडी बीएलएस और एलएस ट्रेंड स्टाफ है। अगर कुछ भी जरूरत पड़ती है तो हम तुरंत पेशेंट्स को वहाँ से शिफ्ट करके हॉस्पिटल में सुरक्षित जोन में लेके आएंगे और उसका इलाज करेंगे। हम लोगों ने 50 बेड सुरक्षित किए हैं, जिसमें आईसीयू के बेड हैं, इमरजेंसी के बेड हैं, डे केयर है, ट्रायज एरिया है या आईसीयू है, वार्ड्स हैं। इसके अलावा हमारे जो ऑपरेशन थिएटर्स हैं, अगर कोई सर्जिकल इमरजेंसी होती है, किसी को चोट लगती है कि फ्रैक्चर होता है, उसके लिए वहाँ पे एनेस्थेटिस्ट हैं, वहाँ पे सर्जन्स हैं, ऑर्थोपेडिक सर्जन्स हैं, न्यूरो सर्जन्स हैं, वो लोग हाई अलर्ट पे रहेंगे।
The Uttar Pradesh government deployed 6 anti-dust machines to keep the pollution and particulate levels in check, keeping in mind the dusty aftermath of the demolition of the Noida Twin Towers.
हाँ जी, गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से ही व्यवस्था की गई है। पॉल्यूशन कंट्रोल बोर्ड की तरफ से ही ये व्यवस्था है, उसी की साइड से ये मशीन लगी हुई है। उन्होंने हमें यहाँ हायर करके रखा हुआ है, मशीन हमारी लगी।
After the demolition, the Noida Authority CEO informed that the pre and post air quality index or AQI data for the demolition site are almost the same, which is a favorable sign. Following the demolition and once the water cannons were used to help settle the dust, the fire tenders and NDRF have begun the process of cleaning up the debris, with earth moving machines being brought in for what promises to be a long and arduous task. As the 100-meter tall Supertech Twin Towers were razed to the ground, the doctors have advised people living nearby, especially those who suffer from respiratory issues, that they take extra care and avoid the area for the next few days. Residents of nearby housing societies were ecstatic after the Supertech Twin Towers were demolished. Many distributed sweets and broke into impromptu celebrations as well.
It's a big victory day for, it's a win for good things over the evil. So it's win-win for all the, for the country, for the residents, for the citizens, for the Nyayapalika, for all our, agencies. So it's a big victory day for everyone.
Speaking to Republic, the Noida police informed that the demolition prima facie went as per plan, but they will continue to monitor the situation.
लार्जली जो पूरी एक्सरसाइज है एज पर प्लान्स थी और उसका एग्जीक्यूशन बिल्कुल एज पर प्लान हुआ है। बाकी अभी एक्सपर्ट टीम्स जो है वो मौके पे हैं, वो असेसमेंट कर रहे हैं। हम लोग भी अब उधर ही जा रहे हैं। उनका असेसमेंट के बाद जो है आपको फिर अपडेट देंगे।
Supertech chairman R.K. Arora informed that the firm has incurred a loss of about 500 crore rupees, including construction and interest costs, because of the demolition of its twin towers in Noida's Sector 93A. In the latest updates following the Noida Twin Towers demolition, around 10 meters of a boundary wall of a nearby society, that is ATS, has been damaged after being hit by the debris.
आसपास की सोसाइटीज़ में कोई डैमेज ब्रॉडली नहीं है, लेकिन जैसा मैंने बताया अभी जस्ट ब्लास्ट होके हटा है। एक घंटे के अंदर स्थिति बेहतर पता लगेगी।
Speaking to Republic, Chetan Datta, the edifice official who hit the button to demolish the Twin Towers, said that everything was executed safely.
सेकंड में बिल्डिंग पूरी क्रैश करेगी।
अच्छा 9 सेकंड में, मतलब अब लग रहा है कि जो सोचा था वो कर पाए।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल जो हमारी प्रेडिक्शन थी 100% सक्सेसफुल हुई है सर। बिल्कुल पूरी टीम हो जाएगी बात रहा। और जब ब्लास्ट होने के बाद हम पांचों अंदर गए और हम लोगों ने बिल्डिंग।
Talking to the media, Utkarsh Mehta, an engineer at the edifice company, emphasized that they have been telling people for a long time that it would be a safe demolition.
रादर वर्ल्ड का टॉप 5 में डिमोलिशंस में आएगा और जो हिसाब से हुआ है इट इज़ द बेस्ट डिमोलिशन विच इवन आई हैव एवर सीन। जो एनविसेज किया था, जैसे सोचा था, परफेक्टली ऐसे आया नीचे। सो हमें कोई भी इसमें दिक्कत नहीं है।
Uttar Pradesh Additional Chief Secretary Avnish Avasthi said that the authorities simply followed the order by the court. He added that everything would go back to normal very soon.
डिमोलिशन जो है एक मील का पत्थर होगा, ये दिखाने के लिए कि अल्टीमेटली लॉ विल कैच अप विद एनी इलीगल डिसीजन व्हिच हैज बीन डन इन द पास्ट। और चाहे जितना बड़ा आदमी हो, पब्लिक डोमेन में जीरो टॉलरेंस टू ऑल सच इलीगल एक्टिविटी, ये बहुत जरूरी था।
Opposing the demolition, an environmentalist, Vimlendu, said that it puts the public health and the quality of air at risk. The dust clouds would be in the air for the next few days, he opined.
The demolition of Twin Towers in Noida will definitely have a negative impact on the environment and also on public health. We're talking about a massive structure that is planning to be demolished. We're talking about more than 3,700 kilograms of explosive. So, dust is a very, very important aspect of pollution. We're talking about demolition dust, which of course will have an immediate impact and will also stay around for a couple of days after the demolition.
Addressing the environmental concerns regarding the demolition, AQI specialist Manish Kumar informed that they have been monitoring the air quality index. While the report will be generated after 24 hours, things largely seem to be under control, he said.
इसमें सर हम जब बिल्डिंग ढहने से पहले का लेंगे और अब का लेंगे और इसके बाद का भी लेंगे। 24 आवर्स में एक रिपोर्ट आती है। इसमें PM10 और 2.5 मेजर हम कर रहे हैं। कल सुबह 6 बजे इसका हो जाएगा फिल्टर पेपर, उसके बाद लैब में टेस्टिंग होगा, उसके बाद रिजल्ट का पता लगेगा।
Speaking to the media, Kulish Anand, Deputy Commandant of the NDRF, informed that teams have been deployed around the area to ensure the safe execution of the plans and the aftermath as well.
हमारे को एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने रिक्वेस्ट किया था टीम स्टैंड बाय करने के लिए, तो जो उनके रिक्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से हमने टीम्स यहाँ लगा रखी हैं। रेस्ट जितनी भी डिटेल है वो प्रशासन देख रहा है, उसको तो आपको वहाँ से मिल जाएगी। एनडीआरएफ का जितना काम था वो पूरा है हमारे अभी तक कोई रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है।
Talking to the media, UBS TOTR Residents Welfare Association president of the neighboring Emerald Court and a petitioner in the Twin Towers case said that after a very long battle against the illegal buildings, justice has been served.
बहुत खुशी होती है। आपको पता है कि 10 साल की लड़ाई लड़ने के बाद में अगर जीत मिलती है तो उसका कितना आनंद आता है वो हर आदमी जानता है। उसी तरीके से हमें भी बहुत खुशी है कि आज जो जिसके लिए लड़ाई लड़ी थी वो आखिर समय उसका आ गया है और 2:30 बजे ये 9 सेकंड के अंदर ध्वस्त हो जाएंगी।
Hitting out at previous Uttar Pradesh government's Deputy Chief Minister of UP Keshav Prasad Maurya said that Akhilesh Yadav must provide an answer to the public regarding illegal constructions and buildings.
हमारी सरकार के समय शुरू हुई और उसके बाद उसके ध्वस्तीकरण के आदेश माननीय सर्वोच्च न्यायालय के आदेश के क्रम में हुआ है। और यह इमारत समाजवादी पार्टी के सरकार के समय अगर गैर कानूनी ढंग से बनाई गई तो सरकार निश्चित तौर से ऐसे लोगों का संरक्षण करती थी, ऐसे अधिकारियों का संरक्षण करती थी कि इस प्रकार के अवैध काम हो। अब अवैध इस देश में कुछ नहीं चलेगा। यह संदेश है इस ट्विन टावर के ध्वस्तीकरण की कार्रवाई।
Speaking to the media, advocate Aishwarya Sinha said that the demolition is a strong message to the builders, and with regards to relief for those who unknowingly and unfairly lost money in the matter, said that the Supreme Court is monitoring a refund mechanism as well.
To date, no such orders like this has been passed. So it is a long fight between the buyers and the builder mafia and the authority which allowed such a building to operate and allowed it to be built for about 60 floors each. So finally this order is taking shape and we expect the demolition to happen today. It is a big victory for buyers.
Newly appointed Uttar Pradesh BJP chief Bhupendra Chaudhary also opined that Akhilesh Yadav must answer as to why a breach of norms was allowed in the construction of the now demolished Supertech Twin Towers.
और जिस प्रकार से लोगों ने अनैतिक रूप से संपत्ति अर्जित की हैं, इस तरह के अवैध निर्माण कराए हैं, उसके लिए एक संदेश है ये कि सरकार सबके खिलाफ विधि सम्मत कार्रवाई करेगी। माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश पर ये कार्रवाई हुई है, तो एक अच्छा संदेश है और मैं निश्चित रूप से कह सकता हूँ कि भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ एक कठोर कार्रवाई है और हमें इससे सबक लेना चाहिए।
Speaking to Republic TV, a resident of the neighboring Emerald Society said that their family had bought a flat in the Supertech Twin Towers. He urged the authorities to free them from the debt and the losses that they had incurred.
इसके अलावा कुछ और नहीं। जो चीज़ मिट्टी में मिली हुई है हम उसके लिए डिफ़ॉल्टर हैं। पैसा मत दीजिए, कम से कम डिफ़ॉल्टर तो मत बनाइए। हमें आज़ाद तो कर दीजिए उस टैक्स से जो हमारे पैन कार्ड पे और हमारे अकाउंट्स पे लगे हुए हैं।
Uttar Pradesh Deputy Chief Minister Brajesh Pathak said that the demolition represented the fact that there would be no compromise in addressing corruption in the state.
देश में तय हो गया है कि करप्शन और अपराध पर हम कोई कंप्रोमाइज़ नहीं करेंगे। माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ने पहले ही तय कर दिया था कि इसमें हम कोई कंप्रोमाइज़ नहीं करेंगे। ये करप्शन के टावर हैं, इनको हम गिराएंगे, ध्वस्त करेंगे, माननीय न्यायालय के निर्णय का सम्मान करेंगे। आज ये तय हो गया कि उत्तर प्रदेश में अपराध और भ्रष्टाचार पर कोई कंप्रोमाइज़ नहीं। हमारी सरकार लगातार दोनों मुद्दों पर अपना स्टैंड स्पष्ट कर चुकी है। किसी भी स्थिति में हम कोई कंप्रोमाइज़ नहीं करेंगे। समाजवादी पार्टी ने जिस ढंग से भ्रष्टाचार करके इन इमारतों को खड़ा किया गया था, उनको हमने जमींदोज कर दिया है।
In a press conference, Edifice, the company that was part responsible for the demolition, informed that glasses of a few neighboring buildings were broken. However, safety measures had been taken and the forces and the agencies are still monitoring the situation. In another blow to the Congress party, another leader of the party, M.A. Khan, has quit it. In Telangana, the former Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament resigned from the Congress right on the back of Ghulam Nabi Azad's exit, and in a letter to the senior Congress leadership, he said that the party has been going downhill since Rahul Gandhi took over as the vice president. Following the exit of senior leader Ghulam Nabi Azad and 7 others from the Congress, the resignation trend is likely to continue in the party's Jammu and Kashmir unit, as Azad plans to float his own party to contest the forthcoming elections in the Union Territory. Mass resignations are expected from Congress. Former Congress leader G.M. Saruri said that Ghulam Nabi Azad will float a national level party and that in the current scenario, he could even become the next chief minister of Jammu and Kashmir. According to G.M. Saruri, Ghulam Nabi Azad will organize a public meeting in Jammu and Kashmir on September the 4th and has the support of all ex-legislators.
जिस तरह लोगों का रुझान है कि हम आइंदा डट के लड़ेंगे, पूरी रियासत में लड़ेंगे, सेकुलर माइंडेड लोगों के साथ जुड़ेंगे और पार्टियों के साथ जुड़ेंगे और आज़ाद साहब जो है फोकस दें देगा ज़्यादा जम्मू कश्मीर को, क्योंकि यहाँ इलेक्शन होने जा रहा है और उनकी होम स्टेट है। लिहाजा ऑल इंडिया नेशनल लेवल पे जो पार्टी बनाने जा रहे हैं उससे पहले जम्मू कश्मीर में वो यूनिट बनाएंगे और जम्मू कश्मीर को फोकस करेंगे। 4 तारीख को उनकी मीटिंग जम्मू में है, उसके बाद चनाब वैली और कश्मीर में वो मीटिंग करेंगे। इंशाल्लाह ताला आप खुद देखेंगे कि बहुत सारे लीडर जो बाकी पार्टियों से भी टूट के आ रहे हैं या अपने जितने भी थे वो सब ज्वाइन करने जा रहे हैं।
GM Saruri, the former Congress leader, who also said that the municipal corporation members, ward members, block members, district presidents of Jammu and Kashmir are also resigning from the grand old party, the Congress. He added that the Congress High Command has shown no seriousness since 2017.
वो हाई कमांड थी कांग्रेस की, तो उनमें ये देखा गया कि 2017 से लेके आज तक उन्हें कोई सीरियसनेस नहीं थी। लिहाजा उसके अलावा उनके पास आसपास कुछ ऐसे चापलूसों की जमात थी जो गलत पे गलत फैसले करने। आपको मालूम है कि अगर रियासत जम्मू कश्मीर में PCC का चीफ चुनना था या रियासत जम्मू कश्मीर में अगर आज़ाद साहब को कैंपेन कमेटी का चीफ बनाया गया, मगर उसके लिए जो लिस्टें तैयार की गई उनको पूछा नहीं गया, ना उनको दिखाई गई।
Taking a swipe at Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, Union Minister Smriti Irani has said that Ghulam Nabi Azad has become free only now, but Amethi has been liberated a long time back. The Congress party is set to hold elections for the party president's post on October the 17th, while nominations may be submitted from September the 24th. Sources in the know have also informed that the counting is likely to be held on October the 19th. In a fresh update in the Sonali Phogat case, the accused Edwin, Rama Mandrekar and Datta Prasad, who were produced before a Goa court, have now been sent to police custody for 5 days. On the second day of his 2-day visit to Gujarat, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the Smriti Van Memorial and Museum built on the outskirts of Bhuj in Gujarat. The memorial celebrates the resilience shown by the people during and after the devastating 2001 earthquake in Kutch. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the ceremony commemorating 40 years of the Maruti Suzuki partnership in India. Remembering Japan's late former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, PM Modi said that the partnership also signifies deepening friendship between India and Japan. In Bihar, the war of words has escalated between former alliance members, the BJP and the JDU. Former Deputy Chief Minister and BJP leader Sushil Kumar Modi attacked JDU President Lalan Singh and accused him of providing documents to the CBI, which ultimately led to the conviction of RJD Supremo Lalu Prasad Yadav in multiple scam cases. Sushil Modi remarked that the same JDU had changed within a span of 3 months and was now praising Lalu Yadav. A Twitter war of words has also continued between Delhi's Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and Assam's Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma. While Arvind Kejriwal offered to fix the schools in Assam, the latter said that such a desire should not be put across by the Delhi CM when the state is facing natural calamities. Hinting at a green signal for a CBI probe in the Sonali Phogat murder case, Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said that if required, the ongoing investigation into the death of the BJP leader from Haryana will be handed over to the Central Bureau of Investigation. Presently, the Goa police is probing the matter and has made key arrests in the last few days after a late start. Within the ambit of political campaigns ahead of the polls in Gujarat, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that there were conspiracies to hinder investment in the state, but that the state had chosen a new path towards progress. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh boosted the movement towards Atmanirbharta as he approved a fresh list of 780 components and subsystems which will only be procured from the domestic defence industry after a ban on their imports kicks in under a staggered time frame of about 6 years. Maldivian Foreign Minister and President of the UN General Assembly, Abdulla Shahid, arrived in New Delhi with meetings scheduled with the Vice President of India, Jagdeep Dhankar, as well as Foreign Secretary Vinay Quatra, among others. The Prime Minister has urged the people to participate in the government's efforts to eradicate malnutrition from the country as part of the Poshan Maah celebrated in the country every year. Addressing the 92nd episode of his monthly Mann Ki Baat, Prime Minister Modi said that there has been a sense of realization among people to shed colonial mindset and regarding the pride in the tricolour after his Independence Day speech, adding that the people have become a vanguard of the pride in the Tiranga. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh has approved the third positive indigenization list of 780 strategically important line replacement units, subsystems or components to minimize imports by defense PSUs and to achieve self-reliance in defense. As the suspense over the fate of Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren continues to raise political temperatures in the state, the opposition BJP lashed out at him over what they said was his picnic on a boat with MLAs at Latatru Dam in Khunti district. Amid the ongoing war against drugs launched on the directions of Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann, the Punjab police recovered 38 kilos of heroin concealed in a toolbox of a truck coming from Gujarat. The police has so far arrested 2 people in the case and further investigations are underway. 4 cases of swine flu from Bokaro, Ranchi and Girid districts have been detected in Jharkhand. The health department is on high alert and all safety measures are being put in place. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh unveiled a statue of late Kalyan Singh in a tribute to the former Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister. Rajnath Singh is on a 3-day visit to the state and is scheduled to inaugurate a plethora of development projects as well. With polls in Tripura slated for next year, BJP National President JP Nadda has embarked on a 2-day visit to the state. Nadda will hold several meetings during his visit and is also scheduled to address a public gathering in Kwamlung. In an unfortunate incident, 24 people riding on a tractor trolley fell into the Gara River after the driver lost control of the vehicle. Officials have informed that while 7 lives were lost in the incident, 14 people have so far been rescued. Additionally, compensation of 5 lakh rupees has been announced for the families of the deceased. In Maharashtra, the Gadchiroli police have arrested 3 infamous Maoists. A total of 14 murder cases and 20 cases of encounters with security agencies are registered against them. The Sri Lankan Navy has arrested 6 Indian fishermen from waters off Tamil Nadu and has also seized their trawlers for allegedly poaching in the island nation's territorial waters. All 6 fishermen were arrested while they were fishing in the Park Strait.